Hello chickens, welcome to my channel. Angela as always. Well, today we're going to do the center spreads for all 6 of these signatures. Now I have done 3, so don't panic, it's not a long video and they're really easy, so I wanted to share that with you so that we can put them into this journal. Alright, so we're going to do 2 of each. One I'm going to show you and one we're going to do together, and as I said, they are really simple. So let's get started. So if we open up the first signature here and I'll go straight to the middle, you'll see this is what I have done. So I haven't added any ephemera yet. You've got a double pocket here, and I did one of these for one of the other pages. So I've got one of these here. I stenciled on the sides with one of my stencils. It looks like the foam from the sea, so I quite like that. And then over here we've got a double pocket as well. We've got a pocket over here, down there, and we've got a pocket over here, because my idea is you want to save all the memories from your beach holiday. So everything that you did at the seaside, so whether that's leaflets, tickets, anything that you did there, lots of photos of course. So that's what we're going to do. So let me go and show you how easy this is to do. Well, for any journal really, but I'm going with the flatter options for the ephemera on the pages. All right, so there we have that one. So I'm going to go and find where this one is. Good luck to me. Right, so I'm going to close that up and here it is. All right, so if you go to the back and you open up this first signature, we're going to put it on here. All right, so let's just take that signature out for the moment. Right, so this is what we've done so far. That's our flip out from last time. So we're going to go to the middle here. I'll just take out these bits. All right, and it has got a page like this, and that's fine. We're going to use that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add some bits. So the first bit that we're adding, I've got my paper clips everywhere. Gosh, now I've caught it in the lace. Is we're going to cut a piece of paper from our background papers, from the nice beige one, because this is quite busy. I wanted to do that. So I thought I was organized today, but I haven't distress inked it. So you want to do that, a little bit of distressing. I have cut a notch in here. And I'll give you a couple of measurements quickly for this. Right, so this piece of paper measures 4.5 inches. So 4.5 inches is 11.3 centimeters in width. And then this way I have done 7 inches. So 7 inches is about 18 centimeters. Okay, so I'm going to have the notch on the end here, so you know that's where we're going to do that. And we're going to put a little bit of lace. So I thought I'd pick up some of the greens with this, if I can get this off without destroying it. What possessed me? There we go. So very quickly I'm going to take my fabric tack, and I need to put this in the other bottle. I want to put this on here. Now I found a quicker way to do this. I wanted to get this straight, so I'm just going to use my ruler. I'm doing a ruler's width there, using my pencil. Gotta love a good pencil. I think that might be a little bit far to go over, so I'll use that as the middle marker. Right, so I'm going to just use that as a guide, and the lace will go straight over, so at least it just gives me a guide to get the glue on. Right, so we'll stick this over here now. I hope you guys are all doing well and having fun. I've just been doing all the messages from the video, from all the videos that are catching up, and really love to hear how much you've been enjoying this, and some great ideas from various people to use it in different ways. So I think it was Lorraine that was saying She uses it as the accordion journal idea to put fabric bits in with various information for quilting, and that's a great idea. So I love that, Lorraine. Right, I've stuck that down there. That was good. And I love how that picks up the sort of greens and things in there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put on these pockets. Now these come from the add-on kit, the add-on and ephemera kit. And I want to just put this on here. However, I have got a few other bits. So I've got the sunshine. I'm going to put that further up. And then I've taken one of the flowers. I did do this half the size, but either would work. And then one of the little bicycles. So that's why I want to just see where I want this. I think I'm going to do it this way. Get that more into the sky there. And then the bicycle I'm going to get like that. All right. So, yeah, I quite like that. I think let's get that stuck down. So again, just so that I know where things are going, I'm going to put my pencil mark here and I'll cover that up. So it's not that we're going to, and then I'm drawing around the bicycle wheel here just so that I know where I want that. All right, just helps me. Oh, and the flowers. You know, sometimes I lay them down like this, and then when I glue them, I haven't quite got the full picture and I don't get it right. So this is my way to deal with that. Right, I'm going to stick this down now. And just on the 3 sides, using my lovely glue press here, which is working well. I just don't have the ongoing pressure. And thanks for all your feedback, everyone who's got one of these. Really interesting to see what everybody thinks about it. Right, so we've got that there. Now I can just go to those lines, stick it slightly over the lines, like that, and it just takes the pressure off as to whether I've got it straight or in the same place as I intended. So that's my thinking there. Let's stick the sunshine down. Gosh, the sun is shining today, which is lovely. I heard that down in Australia you guys are still struggling with the cold and everything, so I hope that changes. I remember from last year our spring was very slow to start, so maybe it's just a delay. Let's hope. Right, we want to get the flowers down. Okay, so that's it. The pencil markings are very helpful. Right, and then lastly, we want to just get the little bicycle down. Okay, so there's our little pocket, nice and flat. Hold it on the side there with a notch. We don't want glue on there. And then I'm going to just put a liberal amount of glue on the edges here. There we go. Right, now you want to just keep more or less the same amount of space all over. So probably easier to use the pencil again. But I'm just having a guesstimate there. Right, move that down a bit. Right, so you've got your first one in there. All right, and then we're going to do something we have done before on the other side. So I'm just grabbing that quickly. All right, so just to show you what we're doing, we're going to make one of these double pockets for this side. And again, I wanted it to be 7 inches. So as I said before, that is nearly 18 centimeters. There or thereabouts, guys. Pretty much the same height as this one. And then it's the length of the page. All right, so the first bend I made was 1 inch. Okay, that's 2.5 centimeters. Fold over 1 inch and stick that down. So that's the first thing we want to do. That's just going to reinforce that edge, make it nice and strong. So that's the first one. 1 inch either side. It's our gingham sort of teal color paper from the background kit. Right, so once you've got that, you then want to fold it in 7.5 inches, centimeters, sorry, that's 3 inches. All right, there you go. So 3 inches from that edge now, fold that in. So that measures 3 inches, right? We're not going to stick that one down. And then from the right hand side, you want to fold over just short of 3.5 inches, 3.25 in between the two, right? And that's 8.3 centimeters. All right, so I've folded that over like that. This one, I'm just going to take my glue stick because it's quicker and it'll do the job. Right, so and get that on this right hand flap. Did I get that on my page? No. Good. And stick that down. All right, that's going to reinforce that. So we're going to have a pocket here and we're going to have a pocket here. So fold the left flap over again, glue on this edge here and this edge here. Okay, and just fold that over there. So there's the one and there's the other. Right, just while I've got these paper clips here, we'll just keep it in place for a sec. Okay, so you've got a pocket there and a pocket there, and we're going to put that on over there. Try and line it up with those, just so it's aesthetically pleasing. Right, then what I did was I took 1 inch wide, well, this is 3/4 inch, a wide strip. That is 2 centimeters. Right, I've inked it. This comes from the Swirly Red, one of my favorite pages. I love this. And I want to just stick this over here now. Right, so it's going to go in the middle of this like that. Again, I'm keeping it flat. Right, so let's just get some glue on there. I had a busy weekend. I was doing all sorts. It was lovely and peaceful and glorious weather. It's getting colder, but it was sunny, and I managed to do some gardening, and I cleaned the carpets with a carpet cleaner because my mother's visiting, and you know, mothers are critical. So there we go. Not me, I'm a tolerant mum, but my mum's got all, I used to be like that, difficult, you know, wanted the pillows fluffed and everything nice. And then one day, my niece came over, sorry, I'm just straightening this bit here. She was 5 and she put her chocolate Magnum ice cream on my cream sofa arm, which was brand new, and stained it and left it there. Nobody had seen, and it melted. And I wasn't best pleased, as you can imagine, and I had to just take it in my stride. What can you do? Right, I've got this cut out from my fussy cuts, and I'm going to put that one there, and I've just grabbed a piece of the coral and I'm going to put that behind there. I tried a darker one, but it wasn't doing it for me, so I'm going with this. Right, so let's get that down. Now again, that's where I want it, and that's where I want that. So I'm going to make just a few little marks. Yeah. Right, I'll stick this one first, so that's where that needed to be. Okay, and then this one. I love the colours. I do love the colours. I seem to love combining this aqua teal blues with all sorts of strange colours, but I like how they turn out. Right, let's get that where that little mark is, and you can't go wrong, can you? So get it straight, that's important. There we go. Right, so just something for the top now. I've got this little flower, and this I cut 2 a page, but as I said, you can use the bigger one. I was trying it out, and yeah, it was an afterthought, guys, so I do apologize. So we've got that there, and I've got the little seagull, because you know, when there are picnics involved, seagulls are close. That's been my experience. So we'll stick that down, and I've got a little one of these numbers as well. So let's get that down. I have loved putting all the collaging and everything together. I do love it. Right, so we'll get that over there. There we go. And then we'll put this. We have seagulls in where I live in Worcester, which is in the middle of the country. Furthest from any beach, I might add. But they're here in droves. It's strange. Right, so there we go. This is where we want it now. And again, I'm going to try and get that gap there from the fold line is there, because I've got a pocket over there. All right, so I'm going to use my pencil again just to get this right. So when I've got the glue on, don't want glue on there. I get it straight on the spot. On that spot, on that spot, and there you go. All right, so there we go. We've got that one, and that's good to go, ready to put our ephemera in it. Okay, so I'm going to close that up, grab our thing again. That one's in there, and I am happy with that. Okay, here's the second one that we're going to do, and this is in the one we did that had a pocket very similar to what we've just made, and it's in this signature. All right, so you've got your tea stain paper in the middle, and this is what I've done for the center spread here. Again, I've put that stencil on, and I used broken china was the color. And I've just put that on the end. Now you've got pockets in here, and you've got pockets in here for smaller ephemera. So I've said picnic time. I loved using all of these, sorry, not those, all the stamped goodies there, and really had fun. So I've put in 2 pieces of coral, 2 pieces there with ice cream, and love that with this lovely lace. So we're going to make one of these now for the other side. Okay, so I'm going to close that up. That's that one. And we are going to go to back here. And it's this one with that bit there and the Sandcastle Girls. Anyone, if you're doing it differently to me, I've tried to put one of each on each side of the accordion, really. That's what I've done. Okay, so if we open this one up. Right, so I've opened this one up. I have got the tea stain page again in the middle, and I've already put on my stencil onto the tea stain page. This is what you'll have, the tea stain page. I've now just brought this bit in so that I can show you how I go about doing the next phase. Now it's really easy. All right, so I'm going to move that to the side there. I've taken this background page and 1 3/4 inches in, I am going to fold a strip of paper, and I'll tell you what that is in centimeters. You're looking at 4.5 centimeters from there. Right, I'm going to just fold that over like that. Right, doesn't matter that it's like that. You're going to do that on both sides, just like that. Okay, so there's this bit like this. Now what you want to do is, I've done the one, I've cut 2 strips of paper in this red swirly paper, all right? So there'll be 1 3/4 inches, the exact same width, I said, I think 1 3/4, so 4.5. And I then put on the lace, the little beach sign, 2 pieces, I'm going to show you with the other one, 2 pieces of seaweed, all right? So I've used a blue one. I don't think it was this one, but it was a blue one, and it was that design. Yeah, the crinkly one, and then one of these small little goodies. It wasn't that one either. It's this style, but in the soft blue. Okay, so just 2 of those, and then 1 of these sand dollars. All right, so that's how easy it is, and we're going to stick that on there, or one of the sides, yeah. Okay, and then we're going to do the other one together. So let's just get this stuff down, and I'm going to use my fabric tack because it's a lot of glue. This has got a wider nozzle. So I've had it all ready there. I had a great day doing this yesterday, getting these bits ready last night. It was so relaxing when I was watching the telly. Well, I love documentaries as well. I mean, I like things that I can learn something from, and I was watching the flooding of the Thames in 1928, which was a national, well, it was a huge disaster, and I'd never heard of it before. So interesting and so sad. Yeah, but it just shows you the things that sparked people thinking of ways to, you know, have flooding gates and things installed. Right, so there we go. We've got that stuck on there, and I want to get it close to the edge. There we go. And then on this side, we're going to do this one together. All right. So I did stick on the lace just to save some time. So that's what I've done there. So I'll get that stuck on straight away while the glue is next to me. Yeah, so you could roll these off, you know, these sorts of things, these strips for any journal. It doesn't have to go in the middle to make a little tuck spot or anything. Great way to use up scrappy bits of paper as well. So we'll get this one stuck on just over here, like that. There we go. Now, one thing I did notice when I was cutting paper is that the tea stain paper shrinks when you put it in the hot tea. I don't know if anyone else has found, or hot coffee. So it shrinks like probably a 1/16 of an inch in all sides, which was really interesting. Okay, so we've got this here. Now what we want to do is just get it stuck down, because it is going to be a tuck spot. So you want to just get that 2 edges stuck down like that. Okay, and then the same on this side. It's doing its thing. All I did was was again take one of these coral bits. I took a larger one and a shorter one, so that's what I've done. It doesn't really have to be the exact colors or anything, but you know, just different colors from what you're using. The others I used red because I didn't use the red background, I had the blue, but I've reversed it on this one. Right, so we'll have this one, I do it a bit higher, like that, yeah. And then this one, we've got the red shell that I'm going to put there, so when I do it like that, I'm able to see where I want what. We'll have that over there. Abby, there's nobody. a little alarm clock over the alarm bell there, but there's nobody. I can see the front door. I'm waiting for a delivery, but it's not yet. Thanks, Abby, but it's not yet. She's lying in the sun on the other side of the house, which is right near the front door, the room above. So, okay, so we want that one. I'm trying to get it the same height as that one. So there we go. See, that was really easy, wasn't it? So all we want to do now is close it up. Okay, that's a bit higher than I'd like, but that's, I mean, we could cut it. Should I cut it? Let's cut it. Cut it this way. There we go, that's fine. Right, you want to close it like that in half, and this is also in half. So what I did was, just initially to get it in place, I'm going to hold it where I need it to go, which is there, yeah, and then I'm going to take my glue, and while I've got it like that, I'm going to press it down, yeah, and then quickly turn that over. I think it'll be easy if I do it this way. Get that tucked in like that. All right, just to keep it straight. Now you can open it up and then just press it. Okay. And there we have it. All right, so there's that one. Really easy. Pockets in there, and I really like how that one's turned out. Okay, so we're in the middle of the signature now. So the second one, the one with the people sitting in the deck chairs, and we're going to take that one out. This is what I did there. We've got this lovely center spread, so I was brave and I did a nice red coral there. That was with lumberjack plaid. To look over there, I just stenciled that underneath, and we've made this nice triangle where you've got pockets there either side, and then pockets over here as well. All right, so we're going to do that one. I stuck an ice cream label there, used that ombre plaid, I'm going to say, with it's very variegated, that's what it is. And then I've used some of the labels, a sand dollar, a piece of coral. These are from those stamped images, and these are from my ephemera bits. All right, so that's what we've got there. Love that page. Right, so that's in this one. So we're going to do that one together. So it's on the other side. And it's in the circus one. All right, so let's move that to the side, and we will go to the middle here, and I'll just take out the bits. So on this one, you don't need to do any stenciling. We've got this beautiful seaweed page, and I do love this page. So what I thought I would do there is, let's just move that up a bit. I took this background page, which I thought went really well with that. And what we're going to do is, it's also single-sided. Don't worry about what's underneath. We're going to sort that out. Then what I did was, what is that? We are looking at 6.5 centimeters, and in inches, that is just over 2.5 inches from the bottom. We are going to fold that up. No, we're not going to fold it up. We're going to score a line. Sorry. So I have scored a line very softly, and you probably can't see it at that mark there. That is just so that when you can see it, maybe when I tilt it like that, it's a marker. So don't do it too hard. It's just really a marker. You can draw it with your pencil. That would work as well. All right, so it's about 2.5 inches, as I say, 6.5 centimeters. And what I want you to do is, you've got your fold line from the center page. So fold that in half. So you've got a marker there as well. And you need it to be folded in half anyway. So now what I want you to do is take the corner and match it like 1/16 away from the, or 1/8, let's say, of an inch, just a couple of millimeters, like 3 mils away from the fold line, and match it to this scored or pencil line here. And I want you just to fold that down like that. Okay, get your glue stick ready, and we will just glue that in place. You can cut it off. I like to reinforce things, so there won't be any cutting off for me, because this is just paper after all. I do use 160 GSM or 60-pound weights, but even still, all right, we're not looking for an absolute point there, so you're doing the same on this side. I'm bringing it to that line, a little bit over. There we go, like that. All right, use your bone folder. Okay, so it's a bit of a squared bit. That's absolutely fine, right? And then you want to just stick that down. There we go. So now we have this shape. Okay, at this point, if you want to, just give that a little bit of a distress ink. You can go around the edges as well. There we go. Right, and that's what we've got there. Then I went and I cut a piece of paper that is as wide as that. So I cut this one at 3 inches wide. This is 2.5, 3 inches, and the reason is I folded it over and stuck the other 1/2 inch down. All right, again, just to reinforce the edge. Then I've taken the lovely Aqua Rick Rack trim that's in that my ribbon bundle, and I've stuck that down as well. I wrapped it over the edges. You don't have to do that. All right, so that's as wide as the page, and that's going to go on over there. So we will do that shortly. So I'm going, or let's do that, because then it's got time to dry. So just going to take my glue, I'm doing liberal amounts here. I'm going to do half at a time. Right, so let's get this side down first, because once that's on, have we got that into the fold line? Get that into the fold line. Right, once that's down, it's easy to do the other bit rather than a whole long piece. So we'll get that on there. I want to do the middle as well. There we go. And then here. And then before I flip it over, I just want to put a little bit over here, just to separate the pockets. Okay, now we can flip that over. Hopefully it matches up. It should do, because you've already stuck a piece down. So there we've got our bottom pocket. That was bottom and pocket combined. Love the colors. All right, so now we've got two different things. I've got these large labels, and I want to put that over there with a bit of that and a bit of this. Got to bring in the C thing, don't we? So we're going to do that. We're going to get some of this on here. Right. Let's go sort of in the middle. And then we'll get this on as well. And then a little starfish that I are cut out from one of the stamps. These are called Blueprints number 6. And I love these. Right, so I want to just get that on the end there, like that. Alright, so there's everything for that. Let's just take this page here, fold it in half. Alright. And again, I'm going to do it half and half, so that's where I want it. So I'm going to put the glue on. So we want the glue on that edge there, along the bottom. Hello, Abby. And let's get that stuck on there first of all. Right, so it's there, like that. And before I sort of press it down or anything, I want to just make sure that I've got it where I want it, like that. And do the same there. So again, I want to run some glue along the middle. I mean, ultimately, this is the center of the signature. You'll sew it through here, but it's just an extra little bit of gluing. Right, so we can drop that one down there. So that's all attached now, and there's your third one. All right, guys, that's it for today. That's enough, isn't it? Keep you going. Keep you going until Friday. Right, so that goes in there. And that goes in there. So just ever so quickly, we've got that one which we've just made. We've got this one that we've just made. Well, there's that one. And we've got that one. Isn't that lovely? And then on the other side, we've got that one. We just made that one together. We've got that one. I love that. And the very last one is that one. All right, so there we go. I hope you've had fun with me with that today. I've really enjoyed putting it together. Yeah, we've got lots. It's getting thicker, as you can see, but still lying beautifully flat. So that's the aim of this one. All right, guys, lots to keep you busy until Friday. Stay well. Enjoy putting it together. I hope it just brings you those lovely childhood memories and also brings you some joy as you have fun crafting away. I'll see you on Friday. Thanks so much for your kindness and support and all your messages. And I'll see you soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye.